Hafidage and Manana Sitsuas, many of God's blessings to all of you here this morning on a Happy New Year. I think this is my first resolution for the year 2020, so thank you for giving me the blessing to the SGI family on Dunkle Nasitsuas Masi. I have to say thank you to the audio team too for really making sure that the technical portion of this program gets through so that everyone viewing around the world, literally, because we are streaming live. So I want to thank audio. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great privilege and honor to be here this morning to present this resolution number 277-35 COR. And only fitting at this time because she was my mentor and a very, very good colleague. I'm going to ask that Speaker Judy Wampet please join me up here first. And then we can call all the SGI members. But you know what? In all the terms that we've worked together, 6 terms I think it was, she's always been an inspiration and really a good colleague helping me to get literally where I am at today. And I've had big shoes to fill, but I was truly honored to have you here with me, Madam Speaker Wampat. Ladies and gentlemen, this resolution this morning is relative to recognizing, I hope I'm saying this right, Sakakai International on the occasion of its 45th year anniversary on January 26, 2020, and commending President Daisaku Ikeda and Mrs. Kaneko Ikeda for their continued dedication in promoting world peace. I want to say that we're here to commend the members of the community whose diligent service has considerably contributed to the well-being of our public and of our community. We are proud to honor Dr. Daisaku Ikeda and Mrs. Kaneko Ikeda of Sakakai International, and we know it as SGI, for their efforts and dedication in promoting world peace. And then again on January 26, 2020, it marks 45 years anniversary of when Dr. Daisaku Ikeda had the vision to make Guam the starting point in promoting better understanding between different cultures and actualizing peace, which resulted in the foundation of SGI. I want to say for over 59 years, Dr. Ikeda has been an outstanding role leader for the global peace movement. Dr. Ikeda also believes that protecting and supporting the United Nations protects our nations, ourselves, our children, on our future, which has resulted in the United Nations conferring a non-governmental organization status to SGI for providing crucial and deeply appreciated support and awareness raising energy for many decades. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, as I speak about the history, as I speak about the advocacy for Dr. Ikeda and Mrs. Ikeda, more importantly for the SGI community here on Guam, I am truly humbled at all the work that you do within the community. I know that there are a lot of members, even members in our legislative body that are part of your family. And in all the years that Speaker Wampat has been our speaker, I want to say for more than 5 terms, that she really promoted and advocated the true mission and mandate of what Dr. Ikeda has promoted peace. We also had the opportunity to work closely and go with some SGI members to the Women's Conference back in Palau maybe a couple of years ago to promote peace. I see that a lot of the women in here who've taken the time to advocate for a lot of the issues pending that have real impacts on our family here as it relates to women and children and families in general, that SGI has been able to step up to the plate and literally play a part in bringing solutions to our island community. And it's really fitting that Speaker Wampat's here with this with all of us this morning to help share that. I'm going to ask, she's going to get mad at me, but I'm going to ask her to read the resolve clause, and then I'm going to ask all of you members to please join me. I too, Speaker, want to say that all the times that Lieutenant Governor Tenorio and I had the opportunity to get invited to some of the events that SGI offered and talk about their vision and their mission here on our island of Guam, truly advocating for peace and collaboration and harmony here. I was really humbled at the fact and you taking the time to recognize leaders all the time and praying for them is truly a blessing. So with that being said, Madam Speaker, I know you have your glasses on, so I'm going to ask you to please read the resolve clause, and then if we can call the members to do the official representation. Olivia Seiton from the national level, please join us. Is there anybody else? Yes, here, okay. So please. And the leaders here, Beverly, Bella, and who? Patrick. Who am I missing? The new leaders? Yeah. And maybe the members can join us. This is a family effort, so please just join us. We're gonna have, I think you're now counsel, right, with SGI? Just a member, but more important, one who continues to work closely with us.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for this opportunity to be able to read the resolution. As you said earlier, it is resolution number 277-35, and of course it was sponsored primarily by yourself and inclusive of all the other members of IMINA, Pafas Dipago 85 na Legislature in Guahan. And it's relative to recognizing Sokagakay International on the occasion of its 45th year anniversary on January 26, 2020, and commending President Daisaku Ikeda and Mrs. Kaneko Ikeda for their continued dedication to promoting world peace. Be it resolved by the Committee on Rules of IMINA 85 na Legislature in Guahan, whereas it is the sense of the Legislature in Guahan to commend members of the community whose diligent service has considerably contributed to the well-being of the public, and whereas attendance to such concern and in full accord with its long-standing traditions, Legislature in Guahan is justly proud to honor Dr. Daisaku Ikeda and Mrs. Kaneko Ikeda of Sokagakay International for their tireless efforts and dedication in promoting world peace. And on January 26, 2020, marks the 45th anniversary of when Dr. Ikeda had the vision to make Guam the symbolic starting point of promoting better understanding between different cultures and actualizing peace, while resulted in the founding of SGI. And this year marks the 75th year anniversary of the end of World War II, during which the Chamorro people suffered terribly from the unspeakable atrocities committed on our beautiful island of Guam in the name of war. And the year 2020 also marks the 75th anniversary of the time when nuclear weapons were detonated in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan. And the year 2020 additionally marks the 75th year anniversary of the founding of the United Nations, a body that SGI President Dr. Daisaku Ikeda has consistently, relentlessly, and substantively supported as the Parliament of Humanity, where each nation of the world is represented with an equal voice. Dr. Daisaku Ikeda steadfastly believes that protecting and supporting the United Nations protects our nations, ourselves, our children, our future, which has resulted in the UN conferring a non-governmental organization and NGO status to SGI for promoting crucial and deeply appreciated support and awareness raising energy for many decades, and being determined to raise high the banner of world citizenship, the spirit of tolerance, the respect for human rights based on the humanistic spirit of Buddhism, and to challenge the global issues that face humankind through dialogue and practical efforts based on a steadfast commitment to nonviolence. Dr. Ikeda has devoted his life as a messenger and steward of world peace. For over 59 years, Dr. Ikeda, as SGI president, has been an outstanding world leader for the global peace movement, responding to the clarion call of his cherished mentor, second Soka Gakkai President Jose Toda to establish efforts to abolish nuclear weapons and urge SGI youth to dedicate their lives to this essential task. And Dr. Daisaku Ikeda, Mrs. Kaneko Ikeda, has quietly yet powerfully exerted herself by being at Dr. Ikeda's side throughout their lives of partnership as dedicated champion, advisor, counselor, and advocate. Whereas Ilehesler Guahan is justly proud to honor and acknowledge Dr. Daisaku Ikeda, who celebrated his 92nd birthday on January 2nd, 2020, for his many noble accomplishments and achievements and accomplishments, as well as for his leadership and founding of Soka Gakkai International. And whereas Ilehesler Guahan is further proud to commemorate the seventh year anniversary of the Lati Peace Festival event, which is held in partnership with Mayor Luis Rivera, Vice Mayor Kenneth Santos, and Municipal Planning Council of Tamuning Tuman Harmon, Tamuning Elementary School, LBJ. This event, and to include the newest school, Guahan Academy Charter School. This event not only promotes peace, unity, and friendship throughout our island and the world, it also promotes the mission of Daisaku Ikeda and Soka Gakkai International to continue to empower individuals to act toward positive change now. Therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Imina 85 na Ilehesler Guahan does hereby, on behalf of Ilehesler and the people of Guam, recognize Soka Gakkai International on the occasion of its 45th year anniversary on January 26, 2020, and commend President Daisaku Ikeda and Mrs. Kaneko Ikeda for their continued dedication to promoting world peace, and be it further resolved that the Speaker and the Chair of the Committee on Rules certify and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be hereby transmitted to President Daisaku Ikeda and Mrs. Kaneko Ikeda of the Soka Gakkai International, to Mayor Luis Rivera, Vice Mayors Kenneth Santos, Municipal Planning Council of Tamuning Tuman Harmon, to Guahan Academy Charter School, the International Committee of Artists for Peace, and to Imagalahi Magahaga, Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero Magahaga of Guam, the Governor of Guam. So therefore, this is duly and regularly adopted by the Committee on Rules of Imina 85 na Ilehesler Guahan, and on the 10th day of January 2020. And of course, it is our pleasure that it is signed by our Speaker, Tina Rose Muña Barnes, by the Chairperson of the Committee on Rule, Regine Bisco Lee, and the Legislative Secretary, Senator Amanda Shelton. And Senator, if you can, please do me the honors of presenting it to Olivia Saito.
Thank you. On behalf of the people of Guam and the 35th Guam Legislature, we present this resolution to SGI and all the work that you do to advocate, promote peace around the world. So God bless you. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Yes. And would you like to say a few words,
That would
please?
be wonderful. Thank
Yes.
you. So maybe I'll ask. So good morning, everyone, and good morning. First, I wanted to express my deepest appreciation and gratitude for this resolution that I'm honored to receive on behalf of the SGI and SGI President Daisaku Ikeda. I actually just arrived in Guam yesterday from Japan, where the Soka Gakkai's movement for peace began. While I was there, they shared with the members of the SGI around the world the importance of this 45th anniversary of the founding of the Soka Gakkai International. Guam is well known around the world by our more than 12 million members as a departure point of our movement for peace. And the SGI believes that Guam has a wonderful future, and we're determined that our members will contribute to the future prosperity and happiness of all its people. Soon we'll open a new, beautiful center here in Guam at the location where the founding of the SGI took place 45 years ago. The new center is a physical representation of our commitment to Guam and its people, as well as a starting point from which waves of peace will emanate throughout the world. As a youth leader of SGI USA, I am determined that based on the guidance of our mentor, Daisaku Ikeda, we will send forth a fresh wave of capable young people from Guam and the Marianas region who are committed to the betterment of our families, community, and the world at large, and become beacons of hope wherever they go. So thank you so much once again.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Congratulations. And at this time, when we can have all the members come up, we will take a group